99.7 SBC Radio, along with my co-hosts Dan, Buck, and Mason. I'm Jonah Castle. Today we're talking about the Phillies and their upcoming series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are the defending NL champs, and they took down the Phillies in the NLCS last year. Daniel, what do you think about this upcoming series?
I think it's a very important series for the Phillies to win. Obviously, there's a little bit of a revenge factor here, but they have new bats back in the lineup, such as Trey Turner. Rafael Marchand might be looking to make a surge. So I think the Phillies definitely need to get their stuff together in the series.
All right, Buck, what are you thinking about the Phillies right now?
Well, the Phillies have been struggling recently, but they did win 2 of 3 against San Diego, which was good. I think they can get it back together and win the series against the Diamondbacks, who've been struggling.
All right, Mason?
Yeah, I think for the Phillies to win this series, obviously I think they will because they're a better team, but they need their top 2 dogs going in Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper with a great game that last game against San Diego, but no other offense. We're going to need more offense to win that game.
That is absolutely correct. The Phils only had 2 runs last time, so now we're going to be taking questions from our audience.
With Gregory Soto having a bit of a blow-up inning in yesterday's game, who out of the Phillies bullpen do you trust the most right now?
I'd have to go with Matt Strahm. He was one of the best pitchers last month. He has good pitch mix. He can get batters out. I think he's definitely got to be the most reliable. He can pitch a lot of innings. I don't think there's anyone who comes really close to that.
Yeah, this is a good question because the Phillies have several really good bullpen arms, but I'd have to agree with Matt Strahm.
I'm also going to have to agree with Matt Strahm.
Yeah, I had to go with Hoffman, but Strahm, a very good option as well.
Who's one other player in the offense besides the bullpen that has to heat up during the summer months to keep the Phillies in first place?
For me, I think it's got to be Bryson Stott. He hasn't been doing as well as the Phillies have expected him to be this year, and I think that he really needs to heat up. Has not homered in a really long time, over 100 at-bats, and I think that he just needs to pick it up.
I'm going to have to go with the combination of either Pache or Rojas, whoever's up by that time. I think one of them, they have both great speed. They can provide good defensive value to the outfield. If one of them can get their bats going, then the Phillies will definitely be scary come October.
Agreed.
I'm honestly going to have to go with Nick Castellanos. I think he's been slumping a bit, and the Phillies have been really good, especially like everybody else has been good besides Castellanos, and I think he's the one that needs to step it up.
We're going to have to stop for a commercial break. This segment was brought to you by MLW. Catch the best wiffle ball action on the internet with their wiffle ball and all of their socials. Also, they have a Summer of Stadiums tour headed to many Major League and Minor League baseball parks around the country. And look for play-by-play calls of the day after the first game of every series posted on their YouTube.
And that's it for our segment today. This has been 99.7 SBC Radio. I'm your host, Jonah.